Hey y'all, welcome back to Amped 2. I'm Insetic. With me again is Blank Tester,
Hey kids, how's it going?
Turo,
Hello.
and Zindictive.
Sup, lads?
In this video, we're headed to Mount Hood, Oregon.
Oregon. Home of
Yeah.
oregano.
Home.
You already know.
That's where they invented oregano.
That's where they invented it.
The entire mountain is made of oregano.
They invented oregano as a substitute for weed, for tweens to put in Ziploc bags and sell to other tweens and pretend it's weed.
That's exactly what I
Right.
was thinking. I was trying to
Yeah.
formulate that joke. But you know what? I'm glad it was you
I got
who
there.
did it instead.
Yeah.
If there's anyone else I would want to formulate a joke about oregano being used as a substitute for marijuana, it would be you, Blank Tester. And I mean that's
If there was anyone we would choose to make a joke about weed, it would be Blank Tester.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys that one time in biology class, the kid sitting next to me told me that weed smells just like oregano? And I wasn't even talking to him. He just unprompted.
He just walked up to you and said, "Hey man, it's oregano."
Well, we were sitting there talking about something else, and we were talking about like driving or something. He also told me that his mom puts the car in neutral when they're at stoplights, and I was like, I don't think that helps.
Yeah, that,
I don't feel like that would help at all. But I can see
mean-
why someone might think it helps. But I don't think it actually
Yeah.
would help. But
That
then in
wouldn't,
that
like,
same
save
conversation,
gas,
he told
would
me
it?
that weed smells like oregano, and I didn't have the heart to tell him, because I'd never smelled weed at that point in my life, but because I was a freshman in high school, and I'd never even been around weed at all, but I didn't have the heart to tell him that he was probably just smelling oregano.
Yeah.
Like, if it smells like oregano and quacks like oregano, it's probably oregano.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
smoking too
Imagine
much
if
of that good
did get you
oregano.
high, though. Man, that
What?
would-
Though,
that would-
in my biology class, I did have to dissect weed.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Had
Yeah.
to separate the leaf from the
Separate
stems.
the
Yeah.
lungs
Yeah.
from everything else, yeah.
Lucky you. In my class, we had to dissect crack cocaine.
They gave everybody a mirror and a card.
You had to dissect the crack from the cocaine.
Dude, that is the sick way for your run to end. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
That was sick as fuck.
It is a little weird because this run is noticeably like shorter than the rest. Like you can look around and see the other runs continuing where this one ends.
Right, it would be interesting to see like the ending hitboxes here in Mount Hood because yeah, one of them seems to jut up like way further forward.
Because you know
I'm
they
now
don't want you to have
remembering
fun in
this.
the hood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no fun in the hood.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that B-52 song, Rock Garden.
All right.
Man, what is
So
that?
this is where
SK8
the game's going to introduce snow skating. So
Whoa.
it's basically like turning your snowboard into a skateboard where your feet aren't connected to it. And so you can do board flip tricks, you know, now with the X button in any direction. But if you want to do body flip tricks, you have to do a grab. Or else, well, you're not connected to your board anymore and you will crash.
Damn.
I'm very
Yeah.
curious. What are your opinions as a whole on the snow skate mechanic?
I think
if you
it's interesting.
I
I
think
feel
it is.
bad that I'm not Mr. like, oh, has big opinions. It is funny to, you know, make your guy go upside down and just crash in the middle of the air and kind of...
I wonder if this was supposed to be like a soft pitch for a snowboarding or a skateboarding downhill game or something.
Yeah, but I mean, it is cool the effort they put in. You know, there's still definitely some areas that are, you know, not fully fleshed out. Like the actual board flip tricks look a little weird, and you know the animations are a little weird. But hey, they introduced like different grabs. You know, you could do the grabs and tweaks, and like instead of a palm, for example, it'll be a judo. You know, or like a Benihana on the tail grab. You know, kind of cool. Extra little things.
Yeah, it's
so,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't control all that differently from the regular. So yeah, I think it's all right. I think it's cool.
I always felt like it was pretty shoehorned in.
Hey, you did kill someone!
Hey!
Yeah. Hey.
That guy was probably
Murder!
gonna make you famous.
Murder!
Yeah.
It's
No, it
really
always just
easy to
felt
get a chant
really
going around
clunky
here.
to me, and like
Yeah.
I never
mean,
really.
It definitely is
got along with it very
clunkier than the
well.
regular.
Although, yeah, the 1 foot stuff is cool. I think it's a little. Yeah, that is cool. That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
But like, I always thought it was weird how they force you to do 1 foot grinds when you're, like all your nose slides and tail slides are 1 foot. You don't have a choice. That I always felt was a little weird. But otherwise, the 1 foot stuff is cool. But it's overall just not the best in the way it's executed.
Yeah.
E for
I mean,
effort.
I agree with you. E for effort?
B for effort.
Or-
It's not an
Oh,
A.
I thought you said E for effort, and I'm like,
No, not
I'm
E
like,
for
that's
effort.
not a grade, mate.
Yeah,
Could
that's
be.
That's not a grade, mate. You don't rate 8 out of 8. No hate.
I mean, it
I
could.
agree.
You could.
It could be. It could be a grade, maybe.
Yeah.
Put it between D and F.
I'm gonna try and get an E on my next physics exam.
Do it.
It'll be really.
What if?
impressive.
How about this? You get an F, and then you write the E in, and
And
you
then I
tell
post
the
it on Reddit
person.
and get like 30,000 karma, and I can be like, oh, my teacher's so dumb they invented E as a letter grade.
Okay, here's what it is. Yeah, you put it on Reddit, you get 30,000 karma, then you show that to your
And you'll finally
dean
get Reddit
and see if you
gold.
can get school credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you failed university, but you won at the internet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they'll be
I
like,
won
"Well,
the
shit."
internet for the day.
Finally.
It's all right. Neither of these tasks is gonna get you a job at the end of this, so
100%.
that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. You can win the internet. We'll reward you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice. Landed
I
on
landed
your
on
knee.
my
give you a
knees,
pat on
not
the
my
back.
face.
I'm always landing on my knees.
Well, I'm landing on my steez.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I forget, Steezy is not in this game, right? We got no Steez.
No.
He is.
He
Oh,
is.
he
Oh,
is.
he is in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a cheat character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's sick
Man,
as fuck.
I haven't played with the cheats in like forever.
I forgot if he was in like 1 or 2 of both.
Both.
Both, because I've definitely played as Steezy in my bonus
That's
video
one.
for Amped 1.
Amped 2, you did it with Shiny.
You know who I miss?
Oh, who do you miss?
Skier X.
Man. We should
Let's
bring back Steez.
replay Johnny Mosley Mad Tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third
I'm
replay.
telling
For the
Yeah.
first time ever, it sounds like Insetic is the one saying full LP. Full. Suddenly he's on our side.
Wow. I mean, I've been,
Only
I've been
now
on you since,
watching
like,
these videos back,
We're done.
realizing how ripped the dragon logo is, like how shredded.
Oh my
with
god,
muscle.
yeah, I've been thinking that
Yeah.
the whole time.
You're always thinking
That
about
thing is
shredded
Mr.
dragons?
Steelio Girl.
Just the thoughts always on your mind, Blank Tester? Ripped dragons?
Do you think the dragon has a tattoo of itself on its bicep?
Oh
No.
shit, it probably does.
It has a
God.
tattoo of a human being on its bicep.
It's got like a recursive tattoo. The tattoo has a tattoo.
Oh.
Yes.
That takes a lot of skill.
Tattooception.
I hope he tipped the,
Actually, it
maybe it's
doesn't take
not
that
a
much
but-
skill, because when he flexes his bicep, it gets twice as big. So you can draw much larger, and then he can unflex and it gets small again.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Not that it doesn't take skill. It still takes skill.
I don't know why, but that reminds me of the
Yeah.
box art from Freestyle Metal X. Since we're just making references.
Yeah.
Remember the recursive box art for Freestyle Metal X?
That was cool.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Yeah.
Which was different per console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they really
like
put
that kind
a
of
lot of
recursive
effort
shit.
into that
I,
game.
I still cannot forget about Mad Mike's face.
Mad Mike. Wasn't Mad Mike also in Krusty Demons?
No, he was also
No,
in Freestyle.
he was. Yeah.
Wait, was he or was he not?
He was, in Freestyle.
not Krusty Demons.
Freak Style, that's where he
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have been in Krusty Demons, to be fair. I mean, he was part of Krusty Demons, apparently.
Okay, that's why I thought of him as being potentially part of it. That he could have been, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I
He was
remember.
part of the real thing, but they didn't put him in for the
I
video
know.
game
I
for
remember
some
looking
reason.
into it and just find out that only 4 of the 5 actual like Krusty Demons that were in the game were actually Krusty Demons. Like one of them is just from fucking Nitro Circus.
He's just a friend of theirs.
Yeah.
But it must have been something about licensing faces, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't afford to license every single one of their faces. So, like, we can get this recognizable guy and 4 dudes who are part of Krusty Demons.
I'm pretty sure they could have gotten at least Nate Adams. I mean,
Couldn't they have just made
instead
some
they,
dudes up?
Instead, they got Mark Jones, but with like Jones with a Z, like Spike Jones.
I know.
Again, why couldn't they just make some dudes up?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
couldn't they just get
Like,
Spike Jones?
like were we... how
were
many people were
already
going to be
making
really fucking mad? Who's
characters
going to
up.
be really mad that they didn't stick true to the lore of Krusty Demons or whatever the fuck?
I know.
These dudes
I mean-
just decided to call themselves this, and they're just kind of if you're allowed to just add or subtract members however you like, just make some characters, make some fictional ones, some non-fictional ones, and just kind of throw them in together.
Yeah, because I mean,
Pretty much.
I guess the answer to your question, which also sort of proves your point, would be the people that you would upset by doing that. Like, if you're licensing the Krusty Demon's name, hopefully that would be to get the attention of people, like prospective customers who know who Krusty Demons are, who would be the
Yeah.
exact kind of people who would recognize if you just replaced one of the members of Krusty Demons with another guy.
Pretty much. And I will also admit, there are a few members that would not be able to fit in, because you wanna know who else was in Krusty Demons? Travis Pastrani.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
Oh, really? That sells me on the actual Krusty Demons more than anything else. they've
anything
ever
else.
done,
Any
ever
of the
did.
other dudes in it, that tells me, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought you were
Should've
gonna
been a
say, like,
whole
I thought you were
Travis
gonna say
Pastrana
somebody...
and the Krusty Demons situation.
I thought you were gonna say somebody who was like canceled, like Harvey Weinstein was in it, and it's like,
Oh my god.
holy
Oh my
shit!
god.
Why?
Because I think also at this point, this is when MTX Moto Tracks was in development as Travis Pastrana's Pro Moto Tracks.
Pretty much.
Because I had
Oh,
the
God.
Activision O2 pamphlet.
We're gonna throw it back, as in I'm going to take your cool side tangent, whatever, and just say, and now in the game, I think this
That's
challenge is
throwing
also
it
one of
back.
those where you need to have a certain big air threshold, because like as you saw, I don't know, this is weird. It like you always get like a sketchy landing that gives you like no speed after the end of this first jump, and again I have 9 in big air at the moment through my board points.
That is weird.
And
'Cause
this is like really hard to do.
Because I mean, so it's a video game, but I think it is weird.
What?
that they're- Yeah, I know, it's pretty crazy, right?
Oh my
But, like-
god, this is in real life?
I think it's weird how this line just has you air to flat from like 50 feet.
Yeah,
Actually, that's probably closer to like 100 feet.
yeah. Your knees don't need anything for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
as long as you're wearing your knee pads,
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Remember
Right.
to wear
then you
your
can land from basically any height.
100%.
That's how it works. That's why I would do that
Yeah.
in Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wear knee
watched the
pads, you turn
movie-
into a robot.
A long time ago, Connor and I watched a movie where it wasn't Abduction. It was a different Taylor Lautner parkour movie.
God.
But I think it was the Taylor Lautner movie, the one where he jumps off the top of a bridge. The main character jumps off the top of like
Yeah.
a suspension bridge, and he lands on a boat that is passing under the suspension bridge. And he lands on his 2 feet, and he barely crouches, and he stands up straight.
That's...
Yeah.
From the
Yeah.
top of a suspension bridge, like the top of the things holding up the cables, those towers, jumps from there to the boat that is passing under. Not only does he hit the boat, but he lands on his 2 feet, and he doesn't even need to roll.
God
It was
damn.
ridiculous.
It was amazing.
I think I would have to question the authenticity of such an action happening if I were to see it.
Yeah. It was in the movie. I believe the parkouring people they all had like explosive collars on their neck because this was all for rich people or something. You know, one of those kinds of movies.
Yeah, like a most dangerous game, kind of hunting down humans, kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
and they had to like
They
go
were all
fast enough
parkourers.
to get to the checkpoints or whatever. Something like that. I don't remember the name of this movie.
Nice!
Handbrake on?
Yeah.
Yeah, is your handbrake
Happens.
on?
All right.
here's the secret to pro challenges. You don't have to know how to do every trick. You just have to have 2 that you have no idea how to pass.
No.
That was good.
You just fuck
Fair
up 2
dinkum.
and you're fine.
Yeah.
Fair dinkum, mate.
You did pass his first one, but then you ended up on the other side of the freaking spot.
Yeah, because I was like, this doesn't look good. I want to do this better, and then I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
My man. You know what? I've been thinking about that all week. I've been thinking about how I've let perfectionism get in the way of me doing the things I want to do in life. And you're so right, man. It's just like
Yeah.
if you tell yourself you have to do it perfect, or like if you don't do it right, there's no point doing it at all. That's the wrong mindset. I told myself that as a child. I know I explicitly told myself that if you're gonna do something, you better do it right, or not. It's not worth doing at all. And I even thought that about doing bad things. I was like, if you're gonna do something bad, you should, like, you know, you're gonna steal cookies from the cookie jar. You should do it. You should do the most bad you can, more or less. Because I was like, if you're gonna do it, you should do it the right way. But that's totally backwards. You should just do it because you want to do it, and hope you do as well as you can.
Exactly.
And that's how
Nobody's
you
asking you to try
Yeah.
do anything other than try your best.
Right. So I wasn't actually going to do a full run there. I was just kind of going to show the upper area that you can only get from Cauldron Drop.
Is this mountain preview in engine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yes.
Because it's literally loading the textures as it
Yeah,
moves
because it's
around.
like it's not. This is not a cutscene. This is up res, or this is like in the resolution of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just moving the
All
camera
those
and
flags
just
popping
moving.
in and popping out.
How much you want to bet they made that to show producers?
Oh, yes, that's a lot of snow.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of interesting that every mountain has a mountain preview,
You know.
Yeah.
you know?
Box.
But yeah, so anyway, that was Mount Hood, and next time we're heading to Locks 1.
Oh, finally.
Just
Now we
like the
can
good
be
old
locked.
days. A tight 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are not like 50-minute videos.
No.
Yeah,
What
amazing.
a shame.
Yeah, join us then.